The reason why movies, video games, entertainment, fiction, even books are so popular is because people are lacking the adventure in their own lives. They're escaping vicariously, living through these hundreds of $1 million production budget movies, living out the hero's journey of that character because they're lacking that in their life. And I see this in myself, where right now I'm on my quarterly solo retreat. I'm out in nature. I'm in a cabin, just finished a breathwork process. Just had, jumped in the ocean this morning, very in my body, very grounded. And the reason why I do these every 3 months is to plug myself out of the matrix and actually think about where I want to go in this journey through life, through the universe, through reality. And it's really fascinating how easy it is to fall into the trap of getting completely absorbed in the monotony of the day to day, of the work, of checking your emails, of responding to your text messages, of maintaining all your current relationships because that's just the status quo. Most people don't take the time to think about where they want their life to go, but really think about it, And what I found in myself is that it requires a lot of intentionalism to do this. It's not just a thing where you can take one Sunday afternoon and think through it. For me, it helps for me to physically get to a new space, to do some grounding practices for my body, some meditation, to shut out emails, everything. And it can take a couple of days to get into this state where I'm able to really look at my life, both from, the outside looking in, as if I'm looking at myself in third person, imagining, I'm my own video game character and I get to control what happens. I'm the protagonist of this movie. That is my life. That outside in perspective is valuable because it allows you just to decide very objectively, are you living a fulfilling, interesting existence? Are you moving the way you want to move? Or, as Thoreau said, the mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. You don't want that to be you. And I think that's one perspective from the outside in. And the other perspective is from really the inside out. So in meditation practices, they talk about the seat of awareness, and sitting in that seat of awareness and realizing that everything external, including your body and even your thoughts and emotions, is not the true you. The true you is that centerpiece. And that perspective is also very valuable in tuning into, does that, when you are in your seat of awareness, do you feel that the way you're living your life is harmonious? Do you feel like your consciousness is engaging with the world the way you want it to? And I think that's the second perspective that's really, really valuable. So for me, I spend all this time trying to build up of my business, and that's a big focus for me. Health and fitness is a big focus as well. And especially when it comes to business, as I'm filming this video currently, my primary business right now is North Digital, which is a digital marketing agency, and we help dental offices scale. And I'm trying to bring that up to $100,000 a month of revenue to build $1 million business. And it's interesting. I mean, my life's purpose is not helping dental practices grow. It is ultimately a stepping stone, and it's an amazing opportunity to have a business that affords me the freedom to live where I want in the world, to do what I want, to have the financial resources to engage with the world exactly the way I want to. So it's easy though to confuse the means with the ends, where, it's easy for me to get so caught up in that business that I kind of forget why I started in the first place, was to have a life of abundance, a life of freedom, and just get obsessed with working 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day to try to grow it. So that's one big takeaway. And another takeaway I have on these kind of retreats is just that really health is always number one. In my opinion, if we look at the three main pillars of life, stereotypically referred to as health, wealth, and happiness. Health, wealth, love, and happiness are the four pillars. I really think that health is the foundational one to all those. And it's crazy with that perspective when I think about the days where I sacrificed my sleep, sacrifice my exercise in order to do an extra couple hours of work, and how counterproductive and just how that's defeating the purpose of it. Because yeah, I mean, what's the point if you're not healthy? You can have all the money and success in the world, but if you're living in an unhealthy body that's in pain and discomfort, then that money is essentially worthless. So, and on top of that, one can think more clearly when they are healthy. So, by sacrificing health in any way, shape, or form, you actually diminish your ability to think clearly and think properly. And that's another big reminder I have here, is to work less, to relentlessly focus on high leverage activities in my business and only do the most important stuff. And other than that, I should be resting or having fun. That's another huge takeaway I have on these retreats. But to come back to kind of my first point, I mean, I think the deepest one is just that we all are living epic lives. The world we're in itself is fascinating, with countless opportunities, countless people to meet, different cultures, different places to explore, different sensations to experience. And yet so many people just live in this monotony and then escape through video games, movies, alcohol, any of these types of fictions that just take us out of the actual reality we're in. So I'll wrap up this impromptu rant of a video by just encouraging you guys to, instead of thinking about, imagine yourself as the protagonist of the movie that is your life, or the main character of the video game that is your life. You're the one, and you can plot that course wherever you want. And to be very careful of getting stuck in monotony. I remember back to when I was working at the accounting firm. I worked at KPMG, a very large accounting firm, and the idea for them of quitting to start a business sounded pretty stupid. And if I had not broken free of that groupthink, I would probably be living an unhappy life being a manager at an accounting firm. So it's so important to actually take yourself away from whatever environment you're in and to get that perspective. And even now, I spend a lot of my time in my apartment in downtown Vancouver working on my business. That's better than the accounting firm was, in that I have autonomy. I'm building my own business. I'm building an asset. But still, I need to audit that. I mean, do I really want to be spending my days in that apartment in downtown Vancouver working on my computer building this business? And where's the limit of that? When does that get no longer productive for me on my path and my journey? So I'll wrap up this video here, guys. Let me know if you like this type of casual content, and I'm going to keep posting here. One takeaway that I always get when I come out for these retreats is that for me, building this personal brand on YouTube is really important. And I imagine that at some point in the future, my business, my brand, my purpose is going to shift more to something that will leverage these videos I've been putting out up until now. So I'll leave it there, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you have any questions for me, and I'll see you guys next time.